Happy Wednesday. How you doing? Should I keep doing it like this, or should I do it like this? Yeah. I'll keep doing it like this. How's your week going? Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. How's your week so far? It's been pretty good here. Beginning Sunday, Father's Day. Monday night at Cisco's for our Celtics watch party. Had to be at least 250 people there. Place went fucking nuts, man. Place went nuts. Won our 18th NBA title. Most in NBA history. We were tied with the Lakers at 17 for quite a few years. Anyway, that went well. And now we're beginning a heat wave. 90s, very high humidity. You know. I'd like to thank the man that invented, air conditioning. And I got something. Oh, before I go any further, I got to say hi to my #1 fan, who is also my #1 retard. Hey, how you doing, Java? Good morning, buddy. How'd you sleep last night? Yeah, he pulls double duty. He's my #1 fan and my #1 retard. Same way he pulls double duty on here. Not only is he a world-class engine builder, auto body restorer, fabricator, he's also a world-class chef and a cook with his other channel. Hey, Java. I think I showed that the other day. I had known about that for a long time. I just never really thought of mentioning it, Java, I don't want to hurt your feelings. You know I would never, ever want to hurt your feelings. But those cookies, man, they looked a little burnt. And what the fuck was on that plate? Looked like a homeless drunk went and ate a fucking dead rat out of a dumpster and puked it up. The fuck was that mess supposed to be? Hey, look at it this way. Things don't work out, with your car channel here, with the Bel Air. You can always go back to your cooking channel, you know what I mean? Get back to that and teach people how to make toast, Just try not to burn it the way you burnt those fucking cookies. Anyway, how's the Bel Air doing? You got all the rear main seal in that base pan gasket. You got it running? Yeah. Yeah. You fixed that engine again. The more you touch it, it started out. Oh, it's only a vacuum leak. Went from a vacuum leak to a fucking blown engine. All because of you. The more you worked on it, the worse you made it. Anyway. Well, I had something interesting. Sanford's yakking and yakking and yakking. Not a single thing being done with his mule cow, his 13-second Jeep. That's to be expected. Typical Sanford, So I say, Jobby, I like him too. All the things you're going to do, he's going to do. He's going to do. He doesn't do it, you don't do it. You guys related somehow. Oh, man, I tell you. But, I heard he's all alone. His shop's been getting smaller and smaller now. He's selling off cars now, selling off shit. Yeah, Better said, I'd never sell any of my projects. They mean too much to me. He sold shit off. He's trying to sell it. He sold Plan 9 from outer space. Well, if he doesn't sell it as a whole unit, they're potted out. He sells it one way or another, that's all he is. Junk man, he pots out shit, flips shit. It's always good for it. Always ever been good for it. But I hear he's all alone now, like I say, man, he goes through friends like shit to a fucking goose. Gets what he can from them. Any of you guys come along, Sanford wants to be a buddy, hey, come on. Get ready for a wild ride with him, And I hope you like tire tracks from a bus running up and down your fucking back, because that's where you'll end up on the one. Just like every other one. His track record, at least he's consistent. I got to give the guy that. He's consistent with fucking people over. He doesn't discriminate. He'll fuck anybody over. All he's doing is yakking now about modern parts and whatever. Is he still doing this? I know he used to have his Sunday yak sessions. I hear that lots change. his Sunday night yak sessions, it's pretty much just him and his wife yakking. You know, they laugh with each other, they giggle, you know. He'll say something, they talk about, oh, remember this time, you know, in memory lane shit, and then she laughs and giggles, and, you know, she says something, he laughs and giggles. Remember Johnny Carson? He had a sidekick, Ed McMahon. Johnny would say something, and Ed McMahon, ha, 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 you know, to get the audience, you know, started with their laughter. That's what they do with each other, with their banter. I don't think they're as good as Sonny and Cher was with their banter on their show. Hey, who knows? But I know he used to have another one during the middle of the week. I forget what it was called, some technical shit. And he's had a lot of people on it. Come to think of it, all of them have always, you know, ex-buddies, you know. You got Big Wilbur, you know, at times. King Pork Chop. It's Sandy, Crypt Keeper. I don't even get into the Crypt Keeper with that Save the Children 318. Who else did he have? That Dallas guy. Yeah, that Dallas guy for a while. That's when he was sucking his nut, trying to get in with the AHRA to make himself appear to be a big shot with the AHRA. He had a trophy on the desk. That wasn't Stanford's trophy. He never won a fucking thing in racing. He was a nobody in racing. You know? To make it look like, hey, look at me, you know? Look at my buddy, you know? Fucked him over too. Captain Kangaroo, Dr. Doolittle. Hey, these guys, they kind of distance himself from him. You know, Loner. The list goes, Stubby, Lamb Chop. The list goes on and on with everybody's fucked over, you know. But I hear his friends list is pretty fucking anorexic these days. He ain't got any left if he has any left at all. I'm sure he'll find a new victim. Friend. To buddy up to, you know. And now he's like that. I hated that song. I was young in the 70s. I remember I hated that song. Alone again, naturally. That's what Sanford is. Sitting there all alone on his throne. Yakking about a pot with this. They don't make these the way they used to. New technology sucks. Don't buy this. Don't use that. You know, stay with your points and your condensers and your carburetors. You know, avoid new technology, you know. No. You know. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, look at all this junk, the way they run. Or should I say the way they don't run. And the ones that do run, they don't run very well. You know? Look at all his prime examples of his work. Same thing like Jabba. But I guess that's about it. And it's going to be hot as a motherfucker today, man. It's going to be like mid-90s, you know. It'll be real. I can see it happen already across at the beach over there. It'll get packed, you know. Water temperatures still, water temperature's been coming up. It's like about 63, 64 degrees. The hottest the ocean ever gets at the peak of summer is like around 74 degrees, you know. What I understand, it's actually warmer here with the Atlantic than it is out west with the Pacific. The water's a little colder in the Pacific. I don't know why. That's what I've heard. I could be right. I could be wrong. Who the fuck knows? Do I care? No, I don't. So anyway, that's about it. I got some things to do today. I'm going to be giving Billy and George a hand up at G&G Highway. They got a few bikes coming in. They're going to be unpacked. They come from the factory in crates, wooden crates. I don't know if you've ever seen them. They have these special farm pallets. The wheels go in like tracks. It locks in. They're all strapped down and secured good. You know, and they're picked up with forklifts, loaded into box trucks and shipping containers and whatnot. And then the wooden crate is built around it. They're wrapped in plastic. You got to disassemble all the crate. It's a lot of work to get one out, and you got to be careful. You know, you're not hitting things. You're dropping wood and scratch the paint, damage the bike, the chrome in any way. Get it out, unpack it, unstrap it, and then once you get it out, you fire it up. You check everything out. Make sure the battery's good. Make sure the fluids are good. Take it for a ride. Make sure the brakes work right. The clutch is good, so that, you know, even from the factory, you can get a little adjustments you need here and there. So when they put these bikes out for customers, and they are really backed up with customer sales and service, really backed up. That's why I'm going to go there and I'm going to unpack about 3 or 4 bikes for them. You know, get them checked out, get them ready to put out. You know, a customer comes in, they jump on a bike, take it for a test ride. They don't want to come back. Hey, the brakes are kind of sloppy. Hey, the clutch isn't slipping. Oh, we'll take care of that. No, you want that bike right for any customer that walks up and has an interest in buying it. You want that thing to be perfect. So that's what I'll be doing today. So tomorrow back to the VTH. I got an early start. Nothing tomorrow. So I guess I'll see you again on Friday.